She's really not happy about this water crossing. Said, "You're not happy about this." Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's a beautiful morning here in Pagosa Springs. We've seen deer, we've seen hot air balloons, it's nice and cool. It's 50 degrees or so. And we are headed to Crater Lake Trail, which is a 8-mile round trip hike.
According to our research.
Yeah, according to our research. And it's supposed to be pretty difficult. The real difficult part in my mind right now is on the way back is mostly uphill. The way there is mostly downhill. And not sure on the elevation gain yet, but we'll get that to you later on.
Well, I think the hike today is going to be equivalent to what we did the other day.
Except we're higher up in elevation.
Well, yeah, and so far as the last hike we did, it was all uphill. So this
On the way out.
Yeah. So this one's going to be mainly all uphill, coming back. Which our calves were extremely sore last time. We didn't walk for like 4 days.
Yep, we were pretty sore.
Yeah. So I'm not looking forward to that part today.
So this is going to be just like that, except harder, and we're going to be higher in the mountains with less oxygen. I think we're going to be in the 12,000 feet range.
Aren't we starting at a higher elevation at the trailhead?
We're starting at a higher elevation than we... Sorry about that, guys. The camera fell over. We're going through Wolf Creek Pass right now. It's got a lot of swerves to it. Kathy's holding the camera now. But I think the point we were making is our total hike the other day was we topped out at 10,000 feet. This one we're starting over 10,000 feet and going to 12,000 plus feet. So it's going to be a much more difficult hike. But we're still looking forward to it, right?
The payoffs are supposed to be really, really nice.
Yeah, the payoff's supposed to be good. The Crater Lake is an alpine lake. It's got native cutthroat trout fishing in it. We didn't bring a fishing pole, but it's supposed to be a really beautiful alpine lake. So we'll see. We're going to do it anyway.
We're always up for the challenge.
Yeah, we're up for the challenge. But right now we're going off Wolf Creek Pass, and then we'll catch you guys at the trailhead.
Well, we stopped to air down a little bit on the Jeep. Frank couldn't tolerate all of the bouncing. Quite the beautiful little spot. Someone has built a little campfire here previously. The temperature has dropped a little bit. I think it's only about 50 degrees.
Freezing out here.
And
Always bring your air down equipment when you're out on the Jeep.
out on the Jeep.
Way too much airplane.
Well, that's because we were driving in Texas. But it's beautiful here. It's what? Okay, we're going to continue on. What seems to be the problem, Frank?
Got 40 pounds of pressure in them. Trying to go down a mountain road doesn't work.
Well, that's why you're taking care of it. Well, Frank, what'd you do with the jacket there? It looks like you pulled it out of the dryer after being there 10 days.
It's been stored in my Jeep for a while now, but I didn't expect it to be this cold up here.
Destroying the forest. It's just sad. Well, we made it to the trailhead, and surprisingly, we are not the only people here, which is very unusual. When we do our hikes, we are always the only people on the trail.
And it's cold.
Frank, are you ready for this?
Look at all the snow that's still on the ground.
Yeah, I'm thinking we probably should have bought some dry socks. So, this is the trailhead here. We should have bought extra gear. It's a little chilly. But we'll be fine once we start hiking. And this is it. And now we begin
Trail 707.
our climb.
The pine beetles really did a number here. I guess the good thing is that it's letting sunshine hit the forest floor to grow some flowers and other vegetation.
Yeah, there's a lot of dead trees. Just a little piece of paradise. Unfortunately, you have to really work hard to see this paradise.
We have a little snow crossing. Hopefully our socks and feet don't get too wet because we didn't come prepared for wet feet. Doesn't look too deep. And looks like she made it okay.
Who would have ever imagined hiking in the snow this time of year? Yes, it's windy.
Wow. Look at this.
Yes, it's one of the top hikes. I don't know if you can see all the wildflowers, but this is what's all over the mountainside. Not sure what Frank's eating up. We just passed some hikers. Oh, I can't see them in the video right now, but looks like they camped in for the night. They had all kinds of gear.
gotta go here and I'll...
Yep, think you do. That looks like the place to be. Made it, only got a foot wet. We have spotted wildlife all the way at the top, right in between those two snow patches. I'm probably making it blurry, but those three dark edges right there on the ridge are some kind of wildlife. That's pretty cool. She's wet.
My feet are wet. Where's the trail?
I'm not really.
Oh, we're going over there. So we'll go on?
I think you're going to follow the edge.
Right here.
Yeah. Try not to destroy too much vegetation here. I could just record this sound and sleep all night long.
Now we gotta go over that snow.
Now we were on this trail in June, so keep in mind if you decide to do Crater Lake Trail, be prepared for some runoff and snow patches. Well, we seem to have lost the trail.
We've come too far to turn back now.
Well, I guess you're just going to have to climb over right there.
Look at avalanches knocked over all these trees.
Yeah.
Look at that. You might want to put the camera down.
I'm following you.
Look right here. Footprint.
Footprints are always good.
Okay, we're going to have to go through some snow this time.
So it looks like everyone went up high here on.
I hope this is the trail.
I hope it is too. Ah! Deep.
Okay, let's see the trail.
Okay, we found the trail. I'm laughing. I'm going to be doing that next myself. Pants are wet. Get up off the snow. Ah! I think I need to stop recording. So, we have lost the trail. And we're just following footprints. So, that's either a good idea or the bad. And I just asked Frank, don't we have a trail map? He goes, oh yeah. He just advised, yes, we're still on trail. I'm worrying about my tour guide here.
ever follow me into the woods.
That's unfortunate. I always do. We're back on trail. Thank goodness. My feet are wet. And the snow continues. Okay, this part of the trail is sand and rocks, and you do have to watch what you're doing, because this is where you will end up, and it doesn't look like a place you want to be rescued from. So with that said, I'm going to stop filming so I can focus on the trail.
I don't know what kind of flowers these are. Is it those things that they only bloom every once in a while?
I don't know what those are.
Sulfur something?
Oh.
Look at that one right there. There's one right to your right too.
Yeah.
Real close to you. All right. All right.
Okay, we have come to a difficult crossing here, unfortunately, and I don't
figure out how to get across. We're having a debate on how to get across.
I'm not liking the debate.
We got
Option one looks like the best option, as long as you don't fall, because there's lots of down trees right there. Option two, Frank is thinking about crossing right there where the two large rocks are, but I think he's going to be surprised how deep and how fast that water is. Now, if we had really good balance, we could just possibly go across this tree. I don't have that kind of balance, and the water's got to be extremely cold. So Frank is throwing his shoes over, and now he's going to throw his backpack over. Why don't you take your jacket off?
Another good idea.
Here come some people. Let's see how they cross. Frank does realize that once he tosses his gear over, he has no choice but to go across.
Quite clearly, I have to toss now.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Oh no.
That's determination there.
Determined not to get. Wow. She's really not happy about this water crossing. Said you're not happy about this. Okay guys, we've drove an hour and a half. We've hiked at least 3 hours, maybe longer. We've crossed snowpacks. We've crossed rivers. We've got lost. And we finally made it, and the payoff. Look how gorgeous this is. Wow.
It's definitely worth a hike.
I just wish we'd have brought a fishing pole. I think we're the only people up here.
Well, we just passed.
We're just passing people leaving on the river cross. It was quite entertaining. But we're going to have some lunch, take a break, and then 3 miles uphill back and 1 mile downhill.
Well, we're back at the water crossing. So we crossed down there by the tree last time. So on our departure, we watched people cross here. They only took their shoes off and ran across. So I'm not looking forward to this because my feet were paralyzed last time. So we'll see what happens.
Pretty big rock.
Okay, here I go. Well, Frank, how was it so far on the return back?
The return back sucks. It's uphill all the way to over 12,000 feet for 3 miles. And
well, we don't have any more streams to cross, thank God.
yeah, we do.
Not like that one we just did.
Oh, yeah.
If that were the case, I'm calling a care flight.
I say we march on.
Okay, we'll march on. I'm gonna put it away when I walk. We were so careful not to get our feet wet going out to the lake. Now we're just walking in the mud and water because our feet are drenched, so it doesn't really matter. But we're going downhill from this point back to the Jeep. Thank God. And we have some fellow hikers on their way out. They must not be doing a very long route because unless they're spending the night, but they don't look like they're equipped to do such. Well, I see we've made it. I can see the Jeep. And there are still quite a few cars here. Although we know there's some new ones since we arrived because we passed new hikers on our way out.
We're going to spend the night up there.
Yeah, they were going to spend the night. Which would be really nice to do if...
I think that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Hike in, spend the night, and hike out because it's a pretty tough hike.
That's
do it all in one day.
Yes.
So we did it.
We did it. Hi guys, that ends our outdoor adventure for today. Thanks for joining us. The mosquitoes are really bad at this particular moment. Get outside and do some activity if you get a chance.
Get outside and have some fun.
Yes.
See things that you'll never see if you don't get out. This was some of the beautifulest hike we've done in a long time.
Yes, definitely.
But it was a tough one. So we'll see you guys
on our next
adventure.
All right.